If it's Monday, it's the Spark World Series of Asphalt from New Smyrna Speedway. I think I pronounced that right, but either way, we are we're here bringing you live action from our short four race season. This is Johnny Rapp and Justin Wilson in the Slingshot Racing booth, and yeah, we're here to call all the action live, and should be a pretty fun race tonight. We have street stocks. It's going to be a rotating car list here. So next week it will be the super late models, then tour mods, then late model stocks. So tonight we have the street stocks on deck. Justin Wilson here in the booth with me. How you feeling tonight?
Of course, man. Always feeling good to be up here in the booth with you. Calling these races here at Spark Racing League.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So uh yeah, we got a little bit of time here. We'll go through kind of the format of how this is going to work. No qualifying tonight. It's going to be just a random draw heat. Should be two of them with the car count that we have, but where are we at with it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so should be two random draw heats. If we had enough cars, it would go into a B main, but I think we are just shy of that here tonight. But ultimately, 26 cars would make the field, and it's going to be an 80 lap race to the finish with one green flag, or yeah, green white checker to tap. Uh, but yeah, right now we're watching practice. We're seeing some of these guys. Let's pull up the scoreboard and see what these guys are doing.
Well, one thing to bring up, the wild card of this four race series is the no qualifying, right? I mean, before these guys kind of would use some strategy. It was points involved, trying to get that quick time, and then they invert. But here, it's just complete random. You don't know where you're going to start in this heat race, but it's going to be a good incentive for these guys to finish good in these heat races because that heat race is based off where they start.
Yeah, and I do believe that we are awarding points to the heat race winners. So it's a good way to kind of, pad your points and, kind of stack them up and make your charge for the championship. Short season, so hey, every point counts.
Oh, especially for a four race season. I mean, one mistake could almost take you out of contention. So these guys need to have a good solid race for these next four races. Oh man, somebody just died coming out of pit road here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's one thing with these cars, man. We're going to see all throughout the night that yeah, they can be pretty loose. I think it's a pretty cool track temp, but these cars are just loose by design, and yeah, you're going to see these guys getting using all the track with all of the car tonight.
Yeah, definitely have a lot of familiar faces coming in from the late model series, and talking with them, they saying this thing's kind of handling a little bit like a late model, just a little bit slower. So got some experience out here, and as you see, you do see Justin Brooks at the top of the board with that quick time. He was just out there having a good old time. He's actually going to be with Randy B up there in the race control booth for this four race season here.
Yeah, and I think that is they're kind of a learning thing, right? They want to get Brooks kind of acclimated with race control. I don't think he's done it too much, if at all, and he may be doing that in the next season. I don't know, but we'll see. Either way, I'm sure they will do a fine job keeping everybody in order here tonight, and yeah, it's bound to be a fun race.
Yeah, it's sure to be a good show. These cars are, I mean, we did a race here, about a month or so ago in the street stocks here in New Smyrna, and it was a lot of good close racing, a little side by side contact, right? These cars don't get loose if you just, or spin out if you just barely bump anybody. You can do a little bit of rubbing and racing in this thing. So it should be a pretty interesting race, especially with these street stocks. And, they only get one race in the street stocks. So, like you say, we go to a different car each track, but it'll definitely help these guys. They'll get the familiarization of the line because the line's pretty much not going to change no matter what car you're in. So this should be a pretty exciting race while we're getting kind of the closing laps here in practice.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I think now is probably a good time to go into our national anthem. Let's get everything set up with our pre-race ordeal here. So we'll be back right after this. Okay, yeah. So as we set up for this race, we still have quite a few minutes left in practice, but let's uh let's go over kind of the the league itself, the what we got going on here. So the schedule, obviously every Monday night, the next 4 weeks, starting tonight, and we got street stocks, super late models, tour mods, late model stocks, and yeah, everybody's out here. We're racing for a championship ring, right? So it's gonna be a custom championship ring that the champion wins this season. And there's going to be other giveaways too, some paint job giveaways and some other stuff like that. I think we're going to do a best paint, and that'll be judged, and the winner of that will receive a custom poster, as we've done with Spark for the last couple seasons here, or season. And yeah, the rest of it is kind of pretty straightforward. Like we said, we have the random draw heats, so no qualifying, and so no pole point, no pole award, or anything like that. We're just gonna kind of be racing straight up. Everybody just goes out there and shows what they got, and we see see what happens.
Yeah, we're about to see here in about 7 minutes or so who pulled that lucky number one spot, because I'm pretty sure that's what everybody's kind of open for going into these heat races. You really want to start up front. 10 laps isn't a lot here, but this is a pretty big track. So, like I said, we do have, I mean, the caution laps don't count, but we also do have a 10-minute timer. So, 10 minutes will go by pretty quick here if we're under yellow.
Absolutely, yeah. We see some of these guys, man. They're drifting around here. It looks like a Formula Drift track. Uh, it should be very exciting. One thing with these cars that we're not used to calling these races is that you can actually lean on each other a little bit. Do you think we're going to see that used tonight? A little bump and run, a little side by side, maybe throwing somebody up the track a little bit?
Well, I know, and this is just off of previous experience racing here with the street stocks in that last race we had done. You can most definitely go 2-3 wide here, move some people out of the way, and not really be at risk of just completely spinning them out. So I fully intend to see it. Hopefully, not just going in and slamming, but some good hard bumping and running that you would love to see at a short track, and not have to worry about the physics of just looping somebody around.
Yeah, yeah. I had a lot of fun. We did that number one hero cards deal last season, man, and yeah, all those races were a blast. But oh my, I don't even want to talk about what I just saw. Evan Pienta launching out of pit road there, but yeah, maybe we'll try to find somebody else to watch here.
Yeah. Yeah. These closing laps of practice, I think everyone's they're just anxious to get this race started, kind of getting the wrecking out of the way, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now it's time to do it, right? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, we're kind of out of things to talk about here. We maybe we started a little bit too early, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Definitely
all
have
the
more to talk
action.
about. We'll definitely have more to talk about once the season gets going, right? Because right now we got no stats to base it off of. We're clean slate, fresh start. I mean, we can't talk about previous races because that was a whole nother car. So, we're just ready to get this thing going. Really see who's gonna shine in these street stocks. Because I have a feeling we're gonna see something throughout the season where, one driver might be good at the street stocks, but when we hit the super late models, you'll see another person shine better than the other. So it's really mixing it up, having the different cars throughout each race, each of these 4 races.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the whole idea behind it. Some people are just really good at one car and not good at the other, so kind of mix it up. And it is, you probably know more about this than I do, but it is kind of based off of a real life deal that they do down in New Smyrna. Kind of the beginning of the year, it's the World Series of Asphalt. They have all different types of cars. What's it about a week of racing? Uh, So yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. It's kind of what kicks off, like speed weeks and getting ready for the racing season.
Yeah, given that I only live a few hours from this track. I've never been to the track, so I know we have some. I don't think they're in here tonight. We got a few people that live near this track in the league here in Spark, and they speak highly of this place, and they do a lot of stuff like this. So it's good that we're getting to recreate it. Kind of anxious to see how it goes though. But we only got 3 minutes left of practice here, so these these guys need to get there. You can see them still crashing going into one here, but get this out of the way and get this pill draw ready and see where we're lining up.
Yeah, I think they're just working the bugs out. It's okay, but yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. I think it's gonna be a really really good show. Yeah, you were talking about some of the guys. I know in the truck season, I think he ran a couple late model races. We had Dylan LeBro. I think he runs here pretty regularly. I know Chase lives nearby. So yeah, definitely some guys in the league that maybe have maybe this is their home track or something like that. But
Yeah, it's definitely a good short track. I mean, yes, the bottom is the quicker around, but you can run just a little bit of a lane higher than that. Holding that yellow line, especially in 1 and 2, you can kind of run just a little bit of a lane up and still have the same amount of speed that you would run in the bottom. So good racing to come. As we can see here, I see Brooks out there just doing a little bit of test driving there.
yeah, I figured that would be a good way to kind of show the line here, right? Obviously, one of the faster guys in late model, top of the boards right now, but I wanted to see what he was running just by himself, but he's in the middle of a battle with Ryan Phillips.
Yeah, well, looking at his times and relative to others, right? He was pretty consistently running, high 6s, low 7s, which is pretty much what average of everyone else is what they're running. So between second and what is that, almost 8th, 9th in practice, their times are within a tenth of each other. So we're gonna have to look at this 3-wide battle going here, just in practice.
Yeah, this is just setting stage for what we're going to see tonight. I think we're going to see a lot of that, a lot of side-by-side action. Got a minute left here in practice, and we will move into our heat races. I will put a disclaimer out there: our grid functions do not work, so not going to see the the pretty drive this driver, that driver, but we will still call everybody out in the pre-race deal. We'll do our best anyway.
We'll get it. It ain't gonna be too big of a deal. So we got. Oh, my bad. I was gonna say we got some newcomers that we haven't seen in the previous seasons. coming in here starting tonight. We have, was it Cody? Man, I'm going to massacre that. Kersteeder? Did I say that right?
Kersteeder?
Kersteeder? Yeah, I'm sorry for massacring your name.
We're going to have to ask. Yeah.
We'll get some clarification on that. He's running the Mountain Dew. Monte Carlo here. Rocking around the track now. Putting down some decent lap times.
We have Aaron Smith. He ran some of the street stock races with Spark last season, but
yep.
Yeah, I mean, never in a late model, but he's out here, and I think he's in a sponsored ride too. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what he can do.
Is yellow his sponsor? Because that's what he has on his. Yeah. He is sponsored by the color yellow.
Oh my, look at this. The grid works. Okay.
It does work.
Man, I was wrong. Look at me.
So look at lucky pill draw. Number 1 goes to Dave Krajewski. I'm going to call that he cheated on that because he's the one that put this all together. Second place, Jacob Phillips. Third place, which is inaccurate because Justin Brooks was not racing. Fourth place, Tyler Barnett. Fifth place, Jake Mackey. Sixth place, Tom Lickard. Everyone's favorite, Thomas Bergeron in 7th, Evan Pienta in 8th, Noah Blackwell 9th. Chase Berry still hasn't showed up yet. He's sitting in gonna round up 10th place.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think Chase was running late. Maybe the softball game went in the extra innings. But yeah, real quick while we're doing our warm-up lap here, pace lap, we do have some people in the chat. We originally had Jason Awesome Gaming said hi, and then he was asking if he could race tonight. But yeah, unfortunately not tonight. But you can sign up. You can follow Spark on Facebook and Instagram, and reach out to to us there, and we'll get y'all set up, get you into the Discord, and figure out how to get you signed up. But yeah, we got Chris Smith. We got looks like Ellis in the as Slingshot, kind of tuning in here. Connor L, famous Slingshot commenter. He's watching all these races every night of the week. Yeah, good to see you out there. Yeah, he says Rick Bobby Allison. That's man, that's definitely heartbreaking news. Kind of rocked the whole NASCAR world. We're sad to see that, but still, yeah. Tell us what you guys think about the racing here tonight, and we'll try to catch up with you and give you a little shout out.
Well, I don't want to cut you off, Johnny, but Dave Krajewski just took the green flag and started lap number 1 here in this heat race. Got the whole shot on there.
Yeah, that he did. He clears for P1. Looks like we got somebody had some contact there coming to the green. It looks like maybe Noah Blackwell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There had some triple sound going. I had to fix that. But looking back, there was a lot of contact between Evan Pienta there and the number. Man, I'm getting these numbers confused. I'll get him before the 4 races open. Tom Lickard in that Hot Wheels car. Seen him about 3 wide coming off turn 4 there that last lap. They're pretty much single filed out. But man up front right now, Dave Krajewski. Oh.
We had 2 cars spin into pit road. It looks like we're going to stay green. They're able to kind of keep it going straight.
Yeah, I can't bring any yellow if it's on pit road. So back up through here, Dave Krajewski's still leading going into turn 1 on lap 4, but they're 2 wide, 2 rows back there for 3rd place. But that outer line, Tyler Barnett was looking really good in practice, and he is showing his speed on that outside right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Barnett, man, he's raced with a lot of these guys for a lot of years. It's cool to see him kind of come back and make a showing here tonight. But yeah, he's definitely got his work cut out for him as he looks maybe to make a move on Jake Mackey in the number 13.
Oh, I'm going to bring it up. Jake Mackey running that Mythic Metals machine. I liked it on his late model. I'm liking it on this street stock. Running good in 2nd place. Looking under Dade right now for the lead. They gave them
Absolutely.
plenty of room, and they're still side by side going into 3, but they're coming to 4 laps to go. Not much time if he's going to make that pass. He's going to have to do it fairly quick here because he's got a hungry Tyler Barnett in 3rd place, which, man, they're touching close off of 4 with Evan Pienta sideways.
Yeah, this is exactly what we wanted to see. These cars are out here drifting, searching for grip. Jake Mackey able to pass for the lead. Dave Krajewski is not willing to give it up yet. He's still right on his bumper with Tyler Barnett looking inside of him.
He is, contact off 4 there. Dade in the wall, but he is still full throttle holding it up high on that outside. I mean, he's giving it all he can to try and not lose these positions to the guys on the bottom. With only 2 laps to go coming to the line, do you think Tyler's got anything for Jake?
Man, I think he does. He's definitely, man, he's trying. But, yeah, you can see he's getting to the absolute edge.
Oh, we got a wreck in turn 1. They're going to throw the yellow with only 1 lap to go. Wow.
Oh, my.
It kind of just seemed like, I don't know if Dade just came off the wall or I just know him and Evan, but then suddenly they were just kind of 3 wide on the apron going into turn 1, fighting for every position they can to close out this heat race.
It looked like maybe Evan, yeah, well, like you said, maybe Dade came off the wall, maybe Evan got into him, but yeah, definitely sideways 3 wide into turn 1 is not how you want to do it.
That was some very close racing, and it just looked like they just made the slightest bit of contact, but contact on that left rear, right at the tire, it's bound to pull them down the track. But as they were trying to collect it up, I mean, I don't even think Jacob Phillips even seen it coming. The way they just barely hooked him going in 1.
Yeah, we see Evan going through the grass. Yeah, I mean, Dade got a lot of damage from it, which is pretty surprising. I mean, it's all from the wall. But, yeah, I mean, I guess Evan did too. Lost the bumper. I don't know how much that matters in these cars, but these guys might be okay to kind of make a another charge at the heat win here.
Yeah, just kind of looking at the damage on their cars, they don't look too bad. I mean, I think Dade was the one that just really took the significant damage from getting that contact with the wall. But curious to see. I mean, there's only 1 lap left. If Evan has any right front damage, that might mess with the steering, but I don't really think he cares right now with coming to 1 to go. Have a green-white checkered, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 chance at it. We're going to rack them up and see who can come home with those, elusive points for winning the heat.
Well, curious to see with Tyler. I know we're 2 to green right now, but kind of seeing how he was running on those colder tires, I'm curious to see how he's going to run on this restart. If he gets a good start on Jake, will he actually have that enough to kind of slingshot that outside? With this green-white checkered, he's just going to have to make his move right away.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, there's no time to wait around now. It's all about that start, and it looks like Jake taking the inside. That's probably going to help Tyler because you can get your ear right to his exhaust, right, and kind of hear when he goes. Try to get a really good start.
You know, and a driver that kind of got into some early contact and kind of fell to the rear. Tom Lickard in that 99 has made his way up to 3rd place now after all that beating and banging that had occurred in front of him. He's looking really good. Good starting spot if he can maintain here.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's looking really good because that paint job is really good too.
Well, the lights are off on the pace car. We are going green. It looks like we're having a single file start here, so that kind of changes everything. Green flag's out. Jake Mackey gets a great start. Disappeared there a little bit. Tyler right there behind him kind of missed the shift there. So right now it's in Jake Mackey's hands whether he can hold this off. Kind of a battle for 3rd place right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely kind of single filed out. We a battle for oh god. Good save by Tom Lickard there. That was that was
kind of commentators curse there a little bit. I was just talking about how good he was doing. But here it is, going down into turn 3 for the final time. What's Tyler have for him? Is he going to give him the bumper? Looks like he is. Gives him a shot. Gets underneath him. They're side by side to the line. Looks like Jake's going to be able to pull it off. Heat race, #1 win. That's exactly what we expect to see in this feature race tonight.
Yeah, what a race to the line. Jake Mackey, Tyler Barnett, not by a lack of trying, comes down second.
Nah, he executed that just right. Just wasn't able to get that speed off the turn to really capitalize on that long car of the Monte Carlo.
Absolutely. So here we go. Heat race #2, starting up front, Sam Stoner, followed by Ryan Phillips, P3, Benson Weaver, followed by Devin Jack in the number 49. Then we have Robert Probst in the number 5, followed by Aaron Smith in the 70. We have AJ Maglio starting 7th and Aiden Neese starting 8th. And what is this guy's first name? I forget. Cody Kirstister. I think that's how we're going to try to say it. Rounding out the field in his first start here. So, yeah, we're getting ready to go here.
Yes, Samuel Stoner getting lucky, pulling that peel draw #2. Perfect starting spot. And Samuel Stoner, he's pretty good in these street stocks. We've seen him in last season when we had those little kind of fun runs. Seeing him running up front, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, me and him were the ones that were battling here at this track in the last time we were here. So I do expect to see some speed out of that 65 machine.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely no joke in these cars. He's, I think he won a couple of those races and definitely running up front a lot. And yeah, let's see what he's got. He's up against a very solid field here. We got Devin Jack, Ryan Phillips. Those guys had both won races. I think Aaron did too. So,
well, the green flag's out, and just as expected, great shot from the 65 off the line there. They're still 2x2, about third on back. A car that I'm going to be keeping an eye on is that yellow machine, the yellow school bus coming through. The number 70 of Aaron Smith. We know how fast he is, and curious to see how he can make this high line work, because we've seen Tyler make that high line work really well in that last heat race to almost pull off the win. They're still side by side back here.
Yeah, Aaron's running that middle as he makes it 3 wide. Devin Jack comes off the wall a little bit. They're able to keep it going, and yeah, now he's down bottom, and I think we'll see him potentially make up some time down there.
Oh yeah, can never count that machine out. But running up front here, single file, first, second, and third, pretty much nose to tail. Benson Weaver got a little loose there off that turn, but I mean, we're pretty much single file, and the whole field is pretty much in one big group. So a minor slip up from somebody, I mean, the whole field's going to capitalize on it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely tamed down a little bit, but yeah, I mean, there's still 7 laps to go. Anything can happen. We do have a couple guys in chat here. We got Chris Smith once again. Short track whisperer Dave Grzyewski want to hold on to the lead. He did not. I'm sorry. And then we have Slingshot Race Media. What's the format tonight? Well, we already went over that, but we'll pull it up one more time before the feature starts here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, back at the action. Really not much has changed between this top 6. They're still nose to tail. Devin Jack throwing in there pretty deep, trying to get Aaron a little loose. But, I mean, for the most part, I think if you're going to make any move, it's just going to be have to be off a front bumper.
Yeah, it looks like we might see that. It's starting to happen here with Benson and Aaron. I think Aaron might have made a little contact that time.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Just gave it a little shot off the turn there. You seen it?
Yeah, that's what you got to do, and Aaron's going to make that move to the inside, and it sticks on exit. Yeah, he pushes up a little bit, gets enough room. Ah, man, they're fighting hard here for second place.
Yeah, there's definitely. But as that's happening, Ryan Phillips got a nose onto the outside of the lead right now, of the leader of Samuel Stoner, and he threw it in there deep on that outside. I think Sam's going to, instead of just trying to use the bumper to pass on the inside, I think he's going to try and pass him on the outside for the lead here.
Yeah, it seems to be working so far. He's able to get the momentum on the exit to get up to Sam's door.
got battle for first, battle for third. Devin Jack, Robert Brose catching up. We're here with a 6-car battle for the lead here, coming to coming to the white flag here.
It's the last lap. It looks like Ryan Phillips is going to have the momentum. Will he clear into turn 3?
What's Samuel going to do going into the turn? Man, those guys behind him in third threw it in deep, but Ryan Phillips is going to, we got a wreck off of turn 4. Benson Weaver is going to lose all those spots, but Ryan Phillips with the pass on the outside to win this heat race number 2. I'm actually in shock from that because we've seen how everybody wanted to get to the bottom and all the passes we made on that bottom, but the fact he passed on the outside to win this thing. Johnny, I'm pretty excited for this race tonight.
Yeah, that was pretty exciting, for sure. I think maybe we have to go back and see Benson at the end there.
Yeah,
try to pull him up.
Yeah, kind of killed Benson. You know, he was sitting there battling for third, and ends up finishing in 6th place from that last lap contact there. That between him and Aaron Smith.
Yeah, you can see they were both drifting out of the corner and came together. And what a hit!
Oh.
Fortunately, still on all 4 wheels. We know Benson likes to take flight in these races. Maybe he's
that was a shot from Aiden East there
for the end. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was pretty wild. Yeah. So as we said, we will go over format one more time. It's 2 random draw heats. If we had the car count, we would have to have a couple more cars. There would be a B main. We'll pull the graphic up one more time. But yeah, we didn't quite meet that tonight. But yeah, it's going to be a 80-lap race and 1 green-white checker attempt. Everything's pretty straightforward. Race control can make the restarts single file if we get to within a lap or 2 of racing. But other than that, it's just hey, see what you got and go get it while you can, right? So a pretty long race for these cars, but I think we want to even everything out, kind of keep it 80 80 80 80 for all 4 races. But
yeah, it looks like we're gonna have 17 cars take the grid. I keep looking out at the road to see if Chase Berry is gonna show up. He'll be our 18th driver, but I don't see him. I don't see him in his little moped showing up. So right now we're gonna start with 17. But Jake Mackey is gonna be, well, I guess whenever you want to start up the grid. But Jake Mackey though, pretty strong performance. Gonna start P1 tonight.
yeah. I mean, the grid will it'll work when it's ready, right? That's out of my control. But yeah. So I mean, yeah, both the heat race winners are going to start up front. Definitely, yeah, they get some points for it, but they also get good starting position for the feature.
Well, that's... So right now we got race control kind of giving their last minute briefing to the drivers. But as we're getting ready to grid up, so Johnny, is it ready yet?
No.
I'm just going to keep asking.
All right. It should be working momentarily.
Okay, well, I'm going to jump the gun and start it without it going. But Jake Mackey, obviously, starting in P1 after his performance in the heat race in his Mythic Metals machine, starting in 2nd place. Ryan Phillips in the GameStop AMC, starting in 3rd place is the number 3 of Tyler Barnett. Samuel Stoner in 4th. Noah Blackwell 5th. And Aaron Smith rounding out in 6th. Jacob Phillips starting 2nd with Devin Jack in that number 49 machine, starting in 8th place. Evan Pienta, a wild man, starting in 9th place. Robert Brobst in that Pennsylvania Dutch machine. I like how my voice changed there. Tom Lickard starting 11th, Vincent Weaver in 12th, and then number one Heroes Cards machine. Dave Krajewski, kind of heartbreak there on that heat race, starting 13th. Aiden Neese 14th, starting 15th. Everyone's favorite, Thomas Bergeron. AJ Maglio in the 00 Kellogg's machine in 16th. If Mr. Barry decides to show up, he'll be in 17th, but Cody Costeter, that's what I'm going with. Rounding up in the end there with the Mountain Dew machine, the pink wireframe around it.
Yeah. Maybe we try to reach out to him, make sure he gets his paint job fixed up for next week. It would be a good looking car without the wireframe, but
well, we're definitely hitting the one to go as they're coming down the back straightaway. Last time to get a good picture of these cars before they knock on wood or not all beat up. Tell the fans, get their pictures.
Green flag, green flag.
Man, they threw the green before the pace car was off the track, but Jake did not hesitate, took off. Already got a good car length lead going into one.
yep, that he did. He's able to clear Ryan Phillips. Ryan's in the wall. Sam's in the wall. We got a couple cars in the wall back here, but
I'm pretty sure every car on the outside lane just scraped that wall coming off of turn 2. I mean, lap 1, they're already trying to excel in that outer lane. They've seen it in Heat Race 2 that outer lane is quick. Oh, we got a little mix up there with the 77 machine Evan Pienta, but they got it straightened back up. But they're still side by side for 3rd and 2nd place.
yeah, it looks like Tyler Barnett is making a charge on the inside, trying to get by Ryan Phillips here. I think that inside is going to prevail, but there's so much momentum on the outside. It's
oh, we got a wreck in the back. Dave Krajewski is around. Looks like he got a little, I don't know if he had help or got a little loose off of turn 2, or, yeah, excuse me, turn 2. Man, spit it out, Justin. But managed to have lost his front bumper again. Man, those guys just put that back on.
yeah, I'm telling you, definitely some spare parts that were brought to the racetrack here tonight. Yeah, a little contact with the 99 entering the corner, and he just gets loose on exit, and man, he bounced off a couple cars, bounced off the wall.
Well, you know, Dade, again, just trying to power that machine up on that outside. I mean, you wouldn't think that these cars would get any kind of wheel spin on them rear tires, but they do. They do.
Yeah, it's one of the things that's it's one of the things that's so great about these cars is that
oh my goodness, we're gonna bring it up. Chase Berry has made it to the track and was able to get in the car and stay on the lead lap. Look at that. I missed his moped coming through. And he's running the Deathmobile machine.
Yeah, I don't think he didn't have much time to prepare, but yeah, man, what is that? That's pretty wild. I don't know if he made that, but yeah, so we are going to re-rack him again, only 5 laps into this race, but Jake Mackey was able to hold on the lead there, kind of pull away a little bit. They were battling really hard for second. Tyler Barnett and Ryan Phillips. I imagine we're going to continue to see that.
Johnny, it wasn't just a battle. It wasn't just a battle between 2 guys for second place. It was a battle of 5 cars for second place. I mean, nose to tail, too wide. I mean, this is exactly what we were hoping for running these street stocks. We're getting the show already, even just 5 laps in.
Absolutely. It looks like we are double filed up. Lights are out on the pace car. We're coming to the green. Coming to lap 73, or 73 to go.
7 on the board. I had to say it. Sorry,
Mackey. No, you're good. Really good start by Jake Mackey. Ryan Phillips is able to take advantage of being on the inside line there. It looks like he's going to clear Tyler Barnett, maybe. Yeah, he will off of 2 here.
Yeah, Tyler Barnett kind of went really wide there and kind of just left that lane open. Oh, contact hard into the walls, Tyler Barnett. Oh, collects the 99 machine and the 16. We got 3 cars just parked over in turn 3 and 4 with the front ends completely gone off those machines.
Yeah, I think they're renaming the track to the New Smyrna Junkyard right now because there's cars and parts everywhere outside of turn 3 there.
Yeah, I just don't think that Tyler just kind of anticipated that 3 wide situation happening going to that turn. I mean, it just that was a hard lick into the outside wall in turn 3. There ain't no safer barrier to soften that blow.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Yeah, they're just about 3 wide down the backstretch. And yeah, Noah Blackwell's close enough that he probably should have kept in it, but yeah, I don't know. Just short track racing, maybe not enough room for 3 wide, and Tyler Barnett is the unfortunate recipient of that.
Well, I mean, not only him, right? I mean, you had 16 of Cody Kerstetter. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right one day. And then Tom Lickard in the 99 Hot Wheels machine. I mean, they were just innocent bystanders to that mess too. Had nowhere to go when Tyler came back off the wall.
Yeah, it's unfortunate this early in the race. C cars out with a lot of damage anyway. Uh, Man, I'll tell you, but it's good for a lot of other guys. Sam Stoner was able to jump a few spots there. Noah Blackwell, I mean, he maybe he was partially responsible for it, but hey, he finds himself in the top 5 now.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you one thing. I was just kind of looking back at the replay here while we got a few seconds, but AJ Maglio, if we have time to do an onboard of that machine going through that wreck, you would just the pucker effect alone. I don't know how he was not collected in that. Just squeezed through there.
We will try here. Oh my, yeah, you weren't kidding. That was close. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he's cleaning something after the race, if you know what I mean. But race controls deemed this one to be, since the part of the format is if we have a caution pretty much immediately after another caution, we will go to single file racing, but we may have done it. Yeah, we may have done it too late. So never mind. Scratch everything I just said. We're double file as we're coming to green this time by. Pace car is down.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Once again, Jake Mackey up front. Sam Stoner up to P2 here on the inside. Let's see what he can do with Ryan Phillips.
Yeah, Ryan Phillips, again, you see all these guys on these restarts just kind of tagging the wall a little bit, but that's not slowing them down by no means. As we're pretty much single file for 1 and 2, but double file for pretty much the rest of the field.
Sam Stoner gets a little loose there. Maybe a little help from Ryan Phillips. They're 3 wide now.
Yeah, Evan Pienta right there in the middle of that 3 wide battle. Is that Ryan Phillips? Yes, it is Ryan Phillips. My bad. Ryan Phillips there on that outside. They're still 3 wide. Back down to 2 file going into turn 1.
Yeah, Ryan Phillips definitely the loser on that restart. Kind of got pushed up a little too high there. Lost some spots, but he still lives on to fight another day as we see him and Devin Jack completely sideways entering turn 1 or turn 3.
Yeah, you definitely can make when I say the high line work, I mean more or less the middle lane, but that extreme high line you definitely do not want to be up there. There's really just no speed up there. But some of these guys are still kind of make that middle lane work, mostly by just pinching the guy on the bottom. But looks like we've pretty much single filed out throughout the field.
Yeah, but that's there's still a lot of action. We just saw about 3 cars all put the bumper to each other there in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, the domino effect. But Ryan Phillips sends it under Evan, and he's drifting on the apron currently. Oh, but he hits the entrance commitment cone. There may be a penalty issued to that 27 machine.
Yeah, either way, it was an incredible save. If he does get a penalty, that's a shame. But Could have had a wrecked car.
Yeah, it was an incredible save. But the battle, and then he comes back onto the track and he's just still battling right now, still side by side with Benson.
Yeah, Ryan Phillips has definitely had his work cut out for him here tonight. He's been side by side the entire time. And, yeah, now he's trying to make that inside work.
Yeah, we're taking the line here with 60 laps to go. Jake Mackey has pretty much dominated this race from getting that lucky spot of starting in first after winning that heat race. Samuel Stoner right there behind him in second place. Man, I don't know my numbers, Johnny.
Well, it's okay. We will figure it out. But yeah, he's got a lot of pressure from Sam Stenner. These are two of the guys that were up front every race in these street stocks when we did that season last season. But yeah, the whole top five is pretty much under a blanket right now. Sam Stenner is getting really good runs on the exit, but he's losing a lot on entry to build that momentum.
Yeah, and while that's going on, you got Aaron Smith right there in third place, just starting to sniff the evidence of the lead there. But they're side by side for the lead now. A little bit of contact. They're going into one. Pretty much between battle for first and the battle for fourth here, really the only battles we got on the track right now. Oh, that contact for the lead. It's going to bunch everything up. Aaron Smith's going to capitalize on that. And he's already shooting for the lead going into turn three here.
Absolutely, yeah. They just they gave that one to him there. He's got a chance to race Sam Stenner for the lead now. Sam got into Jake a little bit, got a little loose, and yeah, I mean, able to save it. Once again, another save. We've seen a lot of great saves here tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure Jake's not excited about being moved like that, but he needs to get his head down, get back in it. He's got every opportunity. He's right there behind him, not giving up any room to that 65 machine. And Aaron is still digging hard on that bottom, but like we were saying, that middle lane, you can kind of pinch a little. You get that run off the turn, and it's really hard to clear him.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen, yeah, I mean, it's been a few laps now. Still side by side. Sam's able to hold on the outside. I think we just saw Jake get a little loose there again, too. Incredible racing here by these guys.
Yeah, one thing Aaron's starting to do, you can kind of see it, he's kind of drifting up just a little bit in the center of the corner, hoping to kind of just make Sam see him move up. Maybe he might slip up a little bit so he can clear him. But Aaron just sends it going into turn one and finally clears Sam Stoner. But Sam's going to try the crossover move here coming on the back straightaway. And he doesn't quite have it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, a new contender in this race. We haven't seen him up front quite yet, but Evan Pienta is able to get by Jake Mackey for P3. Yeah, definitely a pretty good charge through the field for Evan.
Yeah, I mean, considering we've seen him back there in three wide situations and everything else, to drive through the field in third place. I mean, keep in mind, he did start in ninth place, pretty much actually halfway through the field. So good charge here, and we're not even halfway through this race. Oh, yeah. He gave Sam Stoner a little shot there, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's he knows that yellow car gets out front. You gotta get up there quick because he can very likely set sail, and he's trying to make short work of Sam Stoner, but Sam's not having it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've seen it now where I think the tires are starting to wear off a little bit, where that outside is not quite as good as it was earlier, because now everyone's really fighting for the bottom.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder about tire wear, too. I don't know how bad it is in these cars, but being up top, it can only wear your tires more, right? So you probably want to try to stay low as long as you can.
Yeah, and then you can see some different racing lines that are kind of happening. So kind of Aaron's kind of staying off the bottom a little bit. You know, he's kind of running good lane off, and you got guys that are just hugging that line. Then you got kind of Robert Brosbeck here. I'm kind of watching his line. He kind of does like an aggressive dive in, and then kind of drifts up a little and then brings it back down. So multiple lines out here, but at the same time, they're all running pretty much identical lap times if you look through the field. Pretty much anywhere between high 20.2s and then low 20.3s. So this top 7 right here, I mean, just mirroring each other in lap times.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, we were trained in on this battle with Noah Blackwell and Devin Jack. That's been pretty intense the last couple laps. But yeah, I want to go back through. We got some more people in the chat. Once again, Connor L, he said, am I number 1 or something? And yes, you are. You are the number 1 fan. We got Chris in the chat again. That was an optimistic move. And we did have a Aiden Neese supporter, Brian Neese. Imagine that's some type of relative of Aiden. We ain't talked too much about him tonight. Maybe we'll give him a couple laps here. Right now he's running in P11, just behind Jacob Phillips, and trying to make his charge to the front.
Yeah, we're on lap number 37 of this race with 43 laps to go. We're really starting to see where kind of the tire wear is coming into play, though, because we're kind of starting to see everyone start spreading out. So I'd be curious to see. You know, there's no tires in this race, so maybe some of these guys are kind of hoping we get a yellow so they can cool their stuff back off to catch this number 70 machine. Because one person I know that's not is Evan Pienta. He's driving hard and sliding through these turns right on the bumper of that number 65 machine. And he gives them a little kiss. Look at that. Sam was able to keep it straight. Don't clip that, what I just said. Because I know I'm going to be hearing that one later. But Sam Stoner was able to keep it going. Man, did I speak it into existence? I did.
Is it Jacob Phillips, Ryan Phillips?
We also have a wreck after the caution between Ryan Phillips. He's stuck on the back straightaway there. Because that was not the yellow. Or was it?
Yeah, I think you're behind.
That was.
It
was.
Yes, we're going to get back and see what happened with Ryan Phillips drifting through the corner. And it's another one of those Phillips on Phillips crimes. Ryan Phillips just got a little loose and came down, and Jacob got into him. Doesn't look like a lot of damage, unless there's something else I'm missing. But I believe that was the caution.
Yeah, it definitely was. I was, I don't know what I was doing, Johnny. I'm not going to make up an excuse.
Hey, it's all good. First race this season here, right? We can work the bugs.
Yeah, we got to work, working the bugs out. We've got three more races to figure it out. Yeah, definitely looks like he was able to keep it off the wall. So if there's any damage, it's just going to be cosmetic. I'd be more concerned with his brother there and the Jacob on the front end, because it was a little bit of a hard contact there.
That is
these street stocks are tough.
They are not related. There's so many Phillips in this league.
Oh wait, no, it's you're right. I am so sorry. It's the other Phillips that he's related to. I'll get it right.
Yeah,
I should have known that because they have matching paint schemes, and they don't have matching paint schemes. I should.
Yeah, but hey, the 7, right? 77, 27. Yeah, but either way, hey, Scotty, if you're watching, how you doing? Yeah, get in the chat or something.
Sorry.
I'm sure
Sorry,
you're rooting on your brother, but
sorry, Scotty.
Yeah, but now we get to re-rack it and do it all again. We finally got single file for the most part. It took, what, about 10, 15 laps, and we get to see what these guys got all again, you know?
Yeah, but now they get a good fresh recycle on the tires by getting them cooled back off. So we might see that upper line be a thing for the next, maybe, what did it take, about 5, 6 laps before the middle lane kind of wore out. So I'll see what these guys still have it left in it. Keep in mind, we're not even I lied. We are halfway through this race. We have 37 laps to go. I really got to work the kinks out. I keep thinking this is a 100-lap race.
You're just coming off vacation, man. It's okay. We'll give you a little leeway. I mean, it is what it is. We also have Connor L in the chat. He's working on Aaron Smith. Says, "Let's go, Smith. You're the man." Yeah, everybody knows Aaron Smith's the man. So I think he's definitely got a lot of fans.
I mean, you can't beat the yellow machine. Gotta love the base yellow. We ever figure out what kind of yellow that is? I want the card on it.
It's a
The
fast
actual
yellow.
name.
That's what kind. But
There we go.
yeah.
Well, the light's right on the pace car. Aaron Smith pretty much controls it. Think he's going to jump it early? Nah, he waited about midway there, but got a great jump there. Pretty much self-cleared himself. Oh, Samus Donor looked like he had a shifting issue. Pretty much came back, and Jake Bonke just gave him a huge shot in the front straightaway there, but they were able to keep it going.
Yeah, absolutely. Still fighting for P3, so it could have been worse for sure. Devin Jack making his way through the field too. I know he's kind of been in the top 10 hanging around, but now he's up here fighting for third.
Yeah, we're pretty much double filed through all the way from third place back to 10th. The Ada Nice looking under, well, he was on the outside of the 77. 77, Jacob Phillips clears him. Yeah, I mean, these guys are just putting on a show here on this outside line. And as I said before, you know, that cycle in the tires, I'm pretty sure we're seeing it, but how long can they last up there?
Yeah, I think, man, if you're gonna be up top, you got to make it work now. You can't be up there too long, or you're you're gonna risk wearing out the right front. But yeah, we see up front, man, Evan Pienta is putting the pressure on Aaron Smith. Two of the classic slingshot drivers that we've raced with for years. And, yeah, very cool to see both of them up front. We have another caution.
Yeah, Ada Nice is around over here in turn 4.
Yeah, let's go back and see what happened to Aiden. I know he has some fans in the chat. Doesn't look like he's too damaged, but let's see what happened here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely got some help, didn't he?
He checked up for 77, and the car behind him just, I think that was Chase, just came sailing in there.
Now, that was the everyone's favorite, Thomas Bergeron.
Oh, okay.
In the Hair Nation machine.
Yeah, so let's go back and we'll see that from Thomas's perspective. Maybe
his mirror.
Yeah, I gotta adjust my cameras a little bit, but yeah, we just see that check up. You can hear he's out of the gas, just a little too late. That's all. But I'm sure there was no ill intentions there.
Yeah, it needs no significant damage to the machine, but the only damage to him is just the loss of track position there. But yeah, Nice has been showing some speed in this race, though. I mean, it's. Oh, wait, what we got going on over here? I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm over here watching Benson Weaver and Robert Brose hit each other under yellow here.
Yeah, maybe some administrator beef that's going down here. I don't know, but yeah, real quick, I do notice. Speaking of admins, we have Nathan Gentry in the chat, unable to make it tonight. I know he said he was tied up at work, but yeah, we'd miss you. We hope you can get out here next week and put on a show for us. We appreciate the shout out.
Looking through the field here, I'm just kind of seeing where our hard chargers are. Really looks like our biggest hard charger right now is Evan Pienta. I mean, he started 9th tonight, running in 2nd. Right behind him, Devin Jack started 8th. It's up to 3rd. Robert Brope started 10th, currently 7th. So some of these guys started fairly mid to back of the pack, and they're up here in the front in these closing laps. We coming to 26 laps to go this time. Lights are off on the pace car. Johnny, you got it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're down to the nitty gritty. Aaron Smith is going to be the control car here. Let's see what he goes. He takes the green flag. Evan Pienta with a great start on the outside. That's the best start we've seen all night. Able to kind of hang a door on Aaron. Might have momentum to keep side by side with him here.
he definitely has the momentum. That was hands down the best restart we've seen from that outer line tonight. And I mean, he's holding. Oh, a little contact. Oh, Aaron sideways. What a save! What a save on the front straightaway. But we're going 3 wide for second place. The action still hasn't stopped yet.
They're not done wrecking yet.
I don't even know what to. I don't even know what to say. These guys are just beating and banging as we're coming to 24 to go at the line here. These guys are just letting Aaron pull away now, but they are fighting hard for second place here.
Yeah, that's going to make for some extreme post-race photo. 3 wide, like 3 cars sideways, and able to save it too. You know, we got a wreck in the back.
Good. These guys need a good reset. It looks like we got Aiden East again in the outside wall up here.
Yeah, it looks like
I think he's just an innocent bystander here.
Ryan Phillips again. Let's see what happened here.
It looks like Ryan's just back there riding behind Chase. Kind of goes to the bottom. Yeah, gets a little loose there. Oh, overcorrects hard. Aiden East, nowhere to go. That was significant contact at 27 machine. I'm almost certain he's probably going to put that one in the garage after that impact.
Yeah, that was man, you could see he just got a little loose going in and definitely overcorrected. We're going to go on board with Aiden East for this one because that had to be a pretty wild ride.
Oh yeah, hard look, and it looks like Aiden East has serious right front suspension issues. Can't even turn the car. Yeah, it's probably most definitely gonna be 2 DNFs on that incident there.
Very unfortunate. Those guys were both having pretty good runs. They had some adversity here tonight, but and at least they put on a good wreck for us. That was a pretty wild one there. That was some hard hits.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, you can always just the driver of that 24 machine is frustrated because these last 2 incidents. I mean, he had nothing to do with it, but was pretty much just destroyed in them. So that team's probably not gonna be happy tonight. But hey, we still got 3 races to go. There's plenty of opportunity to come out here and win, and I know he's good in them late models, so we'll definitely see how he does in these coming weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess while we're pacing here, we might as well do a through the field. Obviously, we have Aaron Smith still able to hold on to the lead after those exciting moments that we just witnessed. Samuel Stoner was able to take advantage of the Evan Pienta 3 wide disaster that just happened. And hey, Evan's still hanging on too. He's still in P3. And we have Devin Jack, who's also fought his way through the field here, P4, followed by Noah Blackwell, Jake Mackey, in your favorite paint job. Then Benson Weaver, AJ Maglio, Robert Brock still holding strong in the top 10, and Chase Berry has, as I say that, he gets past. I don't know what position he's actually in. It looks like he's worked his way up to P10. He's been riding around in the back all night, but we know how Chase is.
Yes, 11th place, Jacob Phillips, Cody Kerstetter. Man, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm going to ask him after this race. 12th place.
We got to ask.
Johnny's favorite, Thomas Bergeron, 13th. And then our DNFs for the night, Aiden, Ryan. Dave Berczewski's back out there, but he's 8 laps down. 4 more laps, he can actually gain 2 more positions. He's running 16th. Tom Lickard's still out there as well, but he's 22 laps down. And then Tyler Barnett, that hard contact, he's pretty much out of it.
Absolutely, and here we come. Green flag is back out. We got 17 laps to go here. Sam Stoner trying to make the high side work. He didn't get quite as good of a jump as Evan did the last restart, but still not bad. He's right on Aaron's bumper.
Yeah, the aggression definitely was turned down about 6 notches on that restart compared to the last one. But Evan Pinta's still fighting hard, trying to get back up there. And we know Evan, he's not, oh, we got to spin behind him. 18th car's around. It looked like it was off the nose of the 13 machine. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, we also got the 16 car also around.
Yeah, it looked like maybe checking up for the wreck, he might have got tagged and lost it there. But yeah, Noah Blackwell definitely was the original contact. So let's go back and get a better look at what happened. So right around in, what is it, fifth place, and a little bit of contact with Jake Mackey. He may have already been loose. It's kind of hard to tell there, but yeah, no severe damage from that. Let's see what happened with the 16. Yeah, it looks like 16's checking up for the wreck, and Chase Barry just kind of drove into him. Maybe a little bit of a lack of reaction time. I wonder how his softball game went, but
You saying that he's not paying attention? Is that what you're saying? Can't say that. Not Chase Berry.
but
You're right. But definitely that it was definitely only a slight bit of contact, and it kind of going back and looking, it looks like the 13 was kind of just moving up the track to kind of get that second lane, but just touched that right rear of the 18 machine, and it kind of just turned him around. Because I guarantee you that was probably right where they were picking up the throttle, so it did not help.
yeah, just fractions of a second can make the difference whether or not, when you're racing this close like we've been all night, whether or not you make contact. So I do want to say, while we're getting ready to go here, anybody that's watching, Slingshot is putting on a diecast giveaway of a Dale Jr. Oreos diecast. Go follow the link in the chat and, follow all the prompts and get yourself signed up. Drawing is in January. I think it's 13th, 23rd, something like that. But all the info is there.
Green flag.
Well, we're back underway, Johnny. They shortened the yellow there. Race control just said, line up, we're going green. And here we are, side by side. Evan Pienta kind of rucking behind that outside line in fourth place behind Sam Stoner. Devin Jack trying to make it work on the bottom. These restarts have been kind of shuffling everything up. But Evan is kind of just struggling to maintain that outside right now.
Yeah, that early race pace has sort of gone away. Definitely, yeah, he's stuck here behind Sam Stoner. These guys have been putting on a show up front all night. A little bit of bumper to Stoner for P2 here. They would hold on to it.
Yeah, but I can tell you one person who's not afraid to use that bumper is that 55 machine. You can see him just right on the back bumper of that 65. I know Sam's probably going to be staring at that mirror going, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. He is there, right? He is there.
Oh, yeah, definitely the aggression is ramping up here with 8 laps to go. Man, I don't think they made contact there, but you couldn't put a piece of paper between those two cars. They were getting after it.
Yeah, just lap times alone, right? Evan was running just as fast as Aaron, but Sam Stoner was running just a little bit slower than the two. You can tell just for the fact that Evan is just trying to get by him.
Yeah, this is an incredible battle for second place. Looks like most field is single filed out besides that. But this battle has brought Devin Jack back into the picture. A little bit of a mistake by either Sam or Evan, and Devin could capitalize on it.
Yeah, Evan kind of threw a low block there. Devin got underneath Evan. That's a tongue twister. But Evan sliding off the turn. Man, what a save. He's driving the wheels off this thing. But you got to keep in mind, we only have 5 laps to go. There's no time left. And is there anything for anybody to catch Aaron Smith? Because I think Sam just needs a yellow in order to have anything for him.
Yeah, yellow and a really good restart. Other than that, I think Aaron is just about checked out here. A little bit of a battle and a huge wreck back here. Thomas Bergeron, Jake Mackey. Robert Probst.
I think that was the yellow that Sam Stoner wanted there. But, man, that was some massive contact then on the front straightaway.
Yeah, absolutely. That man, we got to go back and see what happened there, because that was that was a big one.
I mean, man, 86 hit that wall hard. Yeah, looking at the replay here, I mean, it really just looks like, yeah, Robert just got loose and clipped Bergeron there, and it just, you know, kind of cascaded from there. But a hard hit in that turn one wall there, and just completely blew that engine. Oh, and it got into Jake there again after that. I didn't notice that.
Well, I think his steering was probably broken after that impact. I don't know if that was intentional, but yeah, I mean, we can go back. Well, let's see it from Robert's perspective. Actually, we might not, because that might be the camera that is in the roof. But no, it's not. Okay, so let's go back a little bit here. So he gets the wall the turn before, and then trying to make the outside work, gets it loose, and just a little bit of an overcorrection.
Yeah, I mean, you can see he was trying his best to keep it up there in that upper lane, but it's hard to save a car when you only got that one car width of lane there that Thomas probably did not know that he was sideways above him.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just close racing. A little bit of a mistake caused a huge wreck. Hey, I mean, Robert's still able to carry on here. Not too much damage. Not the same for the other guys. Thomas had a huge amount of damage. Jake got hit a couple times there. His car looks okay, but
well, this is going to line us up for a green white checkered, our one and only green white checkered. This series we only do one, so whatever flag comes up after we take the green, that's pretty much going to be the end of it, whether it be a yellow or the checkered.
Yeah, absolutely. And these guys, I don't think they're holding back here. It's all about this restart for Aaron Smith. If he can clear the 65, I think he's in a pretty good position.
I think the person that we need to keep our eyes on is that man in third place, Evan Pienta, in that 55. Because if he gets a good run, I'm almost certain I know what's going to happen in turn one. As they pull off on the green, he gets the jump. Evan does get a good jump. Sammy Stoner does not get the restart that he wanted. Aaron Smith gets to kind of sail away there in one, but Evan, like I said, just throws it into that corner, muscles his way into second place. This is exciting to see. What is Evan going to have for Aaron as they're coming to take the white flag? Evan is still sideways coming off that turn. He's going to have to throw a Hail Mary if he's going to have anything for him.
Yeah, here we go. One more set of corners to go. Aaron Smith leads Evan Pienta. Evan is sideways, trying to make it happen. Not going to be enough. Aaron Smith is going to win our first race of the season.
Yeah, and one little battle you weren't able to see there, because kind of everything happened so fast, was they were side by side for the line for third place with Sam Stoner just a nose in front of Devin Jack. Devin Jack was able to get underneath him, but Sam Stoner running up top three. Devin Jack in fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go back. We'll go back and take a look at that. Yeah, we'll get the last lap from Stoner and Devin Jack here.
Well, I'm going to ask the $1 million question, Johnny. We all know Aaron. We all love Aaron. You surprised to see that yellow machine in the victory circle right now?
Not quite, but Man, I don't know. We all knew he would be a factor, but yeah, I mean, he didn't walk away with it by any means, and yeah, he had his work cut out for him. He was able to make it happen, but we knew he would be involved in one way or another.
Well, I mean, you keep in mind, right? If we go back and look, right, that position was kind of the opportunity for him to take the lead was given to him when the leaders started making contact with one another. Because for the time he was running, the top five, just running there, So it just shows, anything can happen, especially when we start bumping and banging for the lead position.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I think it's time for us to bring up our top three finishers. It doesn't look like Sam is there. I don't know where Sam is.
He's in the. I'm gonna move him up for you. Well, you all ready for our third place finisher there, Johnny Rapp?
Yeah, absolutely. Samuel Stoner.
Hello.
Man, you put on a wild show there at the end. Man, running up front all night. Congratulations on your P3. And man, how you feeling after that one? That was a wild one.
Oh, dude, honestly, I mean, we crossed the line and I wasn't 100% sure whether I got it or not. I mean, I had a little distance on him, but that was skin of my teeth. Great running by, Evan, by Aaron, and by Devin over there, our P4 finisher. He was serious competition for me, but we decided to duke it out a little bit, elbows out at the end, and yeah, I just kind of sort of lucked into the third.
Yeah, so we're gonna ask this a lot tonight, but we saw the high line would kind of work for a little bit. What was your opinion on that? Was it something that if you were stuck up there, you could just drive it like really hard and try to make it work until the tires wore out, or what was all that?
I mean, it was definitely harder on the tire, I could tell. But honestly, it was almost more like it was even than anything, which made for some real intense situations. Because yeah, you'd have two cars just going through each corner side by side constantly, and nobody was really gaining any ground or anything. So we ended up with some pretty crazy two wide situations there. I think one three wide bit of a situation that happened too.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. After Evan got into Aaron there, and they about wrecked for the lead, and then there was that three wide, everybody's wrecking, and everybody saved it. What was going through your mind in that moment?
I genuinely have no idea how I saved that there. Just a lot of counter steering, a lot of just holding on to it. I mean, I knew Evan was definitely a bit of an aggressive. He's a bit of an aggressive driver. I know you all have run with him before, so you know that. So I wasn't surprised at any point when any of that stuff happened. I was kind of like ready for it, but at the same time, like it was honestly almost just down to luck. A lot of it was just down to luck.
Well, you were able to make it work, just a couple spots shy of the win, but still a respectable third place finish. You got anybody you want to shout out? Any sponsors, fans, friends watching that you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, as usual, my family, my dad watches a lot of these. Sometimes he falls asleep before the end, but hopefully this one kept him awake with how crazy it was. We got do we have? I don't know if we have series sponsors for this, but Spark, the racing league. Everybody, if anybody's watching that doesn't race with us, come race with us. It's a fun time. Number one hero cards. I got him all over my car. Benson. He does some great artwork for if you got like a nice paint scheme or whatever that you want to do. Hit him up. I think he's got a Discord channel for number one hero cards, so you can look him up online. Yeah, and thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcasting.
Hey, well, we do appreciate it. Go celebrate with with the guys, and hey, hopefully we'll
Absolutely.
see you out here next week.
Absolutely.
That was your
Well,
number
I was
P3
waiting for it.
finisher, Sandster. I didn't know if you were doing it or if I was. It's okay. First race here, guys. We're just knocking the dust off. But yeah, Sandster with a great run tonight coming in P3.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go catch up with our second place finisher in the Evan Pienta's Designs. Was that a Monte Carlo? It is. Evan, you got a copy?
I do.
Evan, when was the last time we ever talked up here in the Broad Pass booth, man? I know you're excited about the second place finish, and probably the only driver I could not keep my eyes off of for the fact that you were just sliding the wheels off those things, using that bumper all night. Tell me, man, how'd you bring this thing home in second place?
I mean, I don't know. It was struggle a little bit in the heat race, starting in the back, and had the incident with Dade and got put to the back again, and just tried to make up as much as I could. And from the get-go, I kind of realized and knew that I just had to take care of my stuff as much as I could compared to everybody else around me, and kind of let the guys that were in front of me kind of slide it more than I was, and just trying to focus on exit. And throughout that long run we had at the early pit of the race, was able to get by guys and big time capitalize on restarts when restarting on the inside and make some ground there. And once it got towards halfway, it was kind of just between me, Aaron, Sam, and Devin there. And so it was kind of like just seeing where you, depending on where you restart, that latest restart is where you're going to kind of have to settle in. And kind of the one I got by Sam and was behind Aaron, and kind of just felt like we pulled away. And it was tough to get by guys. It was I tried setting up passes and checking them into the corner and cutting down, trying to get around the straightaway, and you just hard to. And half the time I was kind of just rolling it in, barely giving him a tap, just to try and get him a little bit loose and not get him moved out of the way, but just get him to where they have to check up off the corner and I can get him moved down the straightaway is really how I wanted to make my passes. And a couple of times I feel like I could have done that to Aaron, but I kind of didn't want to just go straight in before doing anything and just give him a bumper. So kind of cost myself there. And the big one was that restart I started on the outside and held him, and then just tried pinching him off the four, and we got caught up together, and he got sideways, and it was all kind of a mess going into turn one there, but we kept it straight. So
Yeah, I was definitely going to bring up that incident there with Aaron Smith, because you definitely had something for Aaron tonight. But that kind of that front straightaway ordeal with that contact and just scars scattering everywhere. Do you feel like that was kind of that turning point where you kind of that struggle of getting back to Aaron? I mean, you definitely had the speed with him.
I think so. I think just because it cost me 2 spots that I had to then fight back and to get up to a position to where I could get to him. I mean, I lost one down only to Sam, but I lost one to Devin again, and so had to fight on the inside on the initial restart to get by Devin, and then hope to with restart behind Aaron, kind of give him a bump on the restart, kind of with that predict when he was going to go and get a jump on Sam, and then clear both of them, and then trying to get settle back in for that final green white checker, just as where I had my only shot. But like I said, it was a green white checker. If I had probably 5 or 10 more laps, I probably could have had something, because I would have been able to kind of close in and then try and do a little bump and run at the end, but it was just too far back.
Well, I will definitely give it to you, Evan. I mean, started in 9th place, gained 8, but that doesn't include having to go back to the back and drive your way through the field. Definitely one of the fastest drivers tonight. Can't be shy. Can't be upset about that second place, man. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before you go celebrate with your team?
Absolutely. You and Johnny for putting the broadcast on. Everybody at Spark puts this league on. It's this cool little 4-week series before all the big stuff happens later in a couple months. And Evan Pienta Designs, excited for what's to come this upcoming season with Spark. My crew chief / spotter, Nick Lucci, everybody at the IUPUI gang. And yeah, do it for Dale.
Do it for Dale, indeed, man. Go celebrate with the team, bro. Congratulations on your second place finish. That was Evan Pienta, as mentioned, second place finisher. But I know a guy that you're ready to talk to, Johnny.
Yep, it's definitely time. Aaron Smith coming home P1, first race of the World Series of Asphalt. You had your work cut out for you tonight. Take us through, I'm sorry, man. Take us through driving through the field at the beginning of the race and all those late race restarts.
Yeah, I caught a rough draw there in the heat. Drove through a few cars to get there, and it started sixth. And I was behind a lot of wrecks. I noticed that a lot of hard racing. I knew they were running their stuff off at the front there in the first 20 laps, so I figured I would sit behind them and wait for something to happen. And then it did. I got by them, and there were a few close calls. I almost got turned into the outside wall a few times, but we were able to keep the car straight and bring it home.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, hey, it's no unfamiliar scene seeing that 70 car up front, but one of your first wins with Spark, and yeah, I know a couple races left in this season, but how do you feel about, some of the cars that are coming up, the Tour Mod, the super late model stock?
Yeah, I think the street stock was the only one I was really confident with. I don't know about the modified. I think I might be okay in that one, but the late models will definitely be pretty difficult. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to see it, man. And yeah, maybe too short of an interview, but I think, man, I kind of ruined the flow of that one. But yeah, do you have anybody that you want to thank? Anybody that's watching? Any teammates, sponsors, anything like that? The floor is yours.
Yeah, as always, I'd like to thank the folks at Spark for putting this league on, y'all for broadcasting, as well as the folks at PT Autosport for their support. I may not have won the combine last week, but might be able to run with them through through 2025 on the sim side anyway, so that'll be fun. And I'd like to thank y'all for broadcasting again. I did that already, but and all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it. We're at the same track next week, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah, it's all the same track, all
Okay.
4 weeks. Yeah, yeah. We also we'll see you right here on Slingshot Racing Media Thursday night with the TNT series, right?
Oh, that's right. Got to go back there and start winning again. It's been a while.
Absolutely. Well, once again, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team or your people, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
10-4. Thank
Your
you.
people. I love it. Yeah, it was definitely definitely an interview for the ages. Aaron Smith, the winner tonight. Again, we're really accustomed to seeing that bright yellow machine, no matter what series it is. Aaron's a very, very talented driver. But yeah, Johnny, you want to run? You want to start running us through the field, man?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's bring up our results. Just give me a second here.
Yeah, it looks like we got our heart charger for the race. Believe it or not, Cody Kerstetter, because I'm gonna massacre that. Uh, no, I lied. Chase Berry is the actual hard charger, gaining 10 positions in this race, starting from 17th and finishing 7th. And then Cody was the second runner-up, gaining 9 from starting at 18th.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we saw it with Chase. I mean, starting in the back, but he always does that, man. He stays in the back,
Yeah.
saves his tires.
So he showed up late on purpose. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it was all, yeah, it was a plotted thing. But yeah, so we're going to go through the field. We have Aaron Smith taking home the win. Evan Pieta coming in second. The numbers are
Ignore
wrong.
the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm going to say ignore the numbers.
Then we have Sam Stetter coming home third. We talked to all three of them. Devin Jack with that great run at the end. Almost got third place. Coming home fourth. Benson Weaver with a really strong run tonight, too. We didn't talk much about him, but he kind of snuck his way into the top 5 right there at the end. Followed by Jacob Phelps. We knew he had a little bit of contact earlier on, but hey, he didn't let it
Not
bother him.
related.
And yeah. And yeah, he still got his way back up into 6th place. Chase Berry, you just brought it up. He drove from the very back of the field, almost not even making the race, to 7th. And then Noah Blackwell, for some reason, he has my number. That is so,
Yeah, I noticed that.
that is so interesting.
My number's up
but,
there too.
Yeah. Yeah, coming home 8th place. Noah Blackwell had a pretty solid run at the beginning. He kind of got wrapped up in some stuff, and yeah, still able to hold on to a top 10, followed by Cody Kirstetter.
Kerstetter. I swear it's got to be Kerstetter. That just sounds right. Rolls off.
We are going to figure this out, and we will we will have it right by next week. And then Robert Props rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, rolling out 11th. Man, Jake Maki, kind of, probably did not have the race that he wanted there, especially at the end. Started on grid spot number 1 and finishing 11th tonight. Dade Krajewski, 12th. Thomas Bergeson in 13th. AJ Maglio, 14th. Tom Lickard, who did finish the race. Keep in mind, he was 23 laps down, but he did finish. 15th. Aiden East, 16th. Ryan Phillips, that hard crash. 17th, and then Tyler Darnett, also with a very difficult hard crash, that outside of turn 3 and 4 there. Rounding out last place in 18th, but we'll be at the same track next week. But you know what is coming up next, Johnny, is the super late models. One of the series I'm kind of looking forward to, because those cars, they're quick.
Oh yeah,
especially around New Smyrna.
It'll be kind of similar to this race where you see them, they're getting loose and it's not super gripped up. And man, I'm struggling tonight. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's bound to be a really good race, and I know a lot of these guys, man, they are the late model stocks are their go-to, and that's going to be the last race of the season. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. That's brought up. We'll bring it up one more time here. The kind of promo deal, that kind of goes over everything for our season. So yeah, race number 1 down. Remember to everybody, hey, this championship is all about winning this ring, and we're gonna have some other giveaways and stuff for paint jobs and some other kind of more random stuff, kind of fill out the field. You don't have to win every race to leave this series without winning or with winning something. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Just a couple weeks, and we'll be off for a little while, and Spark will be starting up their new seasons in the beginning of January. But yeah, other than that, unless you have anything else, I think we're about ready to wrap it up.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of want to recap kind of everything. With a great show tonight. I mean, yeah, we had quite a few cautions, but we did have a lot of green flag racing, a lot of beating and banging. I mean, that was spectacular racing, given with the street stock. This newer street stock has always been a great addition to iRacing, so we'll definitely see these guys strap into these faster cars next week in the super late model here at New Smyrna. But yeah, we'll definitely tune in next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, and with that said, from Slingshot Racing Media, this is Johnny Rapp and Justin Wilson signing out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight, and we hope to see you next week. Have a nice night.